Welcome, welcome, welcome. Coming to you with some famous XRP. Hold on, we'll be right back. Everybody loves XRP. And we're setting at a price today at $1.32. We are down today about 2.5 cents. On the percentage wise, we have pulled back 1.89%. And I'm going to be titling this video somewhat about going to 120. So if you'll hang around to the end of the video, you'll understand how I come up with 120. From where we at right now, at $1.32.9. And we're looking to continue pulling back in this overall bear market to somewhere around 65 to 85 cents. And that's going to be the bottom for XRP. But in the next bull run, we'll top out around 120. So you can see right now we in a support area. We're in a fair value gap with a light support area right now. Kind of consolidating coming across here. Just kind of consolidating. Making a little light, slightly a little lower. We up here and now we're down here. Dropping down, continuously coming down through this fair value gap. This area of light support is what it is. Technically. I do believe I've been trying to say that we could rally, and we did see a little rally on Bitcoin. We did run up to around, back over here, we ran up around 76,000 back on March 16th. We came back down and tried to go back up, and it just failed. We made a lower high on this attempt back up to get to where we was back up at 76,000. So this coming week, we're going to have, the markets is going to be soon be opening in several hours. There was no deal with Iran in the United States. Trump said, that's it. We're sending the blockade into the Strait of Hormuz. So they're going to, I reckon, sweep the strait to make sure there ain't no anything there that would hurt a vessel coming through, be attacked, basically. So I guess the United States is going to start policing the Strait of Hormuz somewhat. But it could get a lot worse, and looking for this market to pull back even further. Once you can kind of continue to see oil go back up, it's going to get volatile. When oil goes up, crypto goes down. It's a high risk asset. There's nobody in this market. Nobody's buying. Retail is not buying XRP. They're buying Bitcoin. You got a few buying here and there, but as far as XRP, there ain't nobody. It's pretty much correlated with Bitcoin. I wanted to look at XRP. Let's get over here. We'll take some fair value gaps off. Let's look at the RSI. And you can see right here, we're setting about 43 on the RSI on the daily chart. Let's see what we're setting at on the RSI on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is showing a little bit more strength. So this is the relative strength index of the asset for the buying and selling of the crypto, the tokens. So this is the relative strength of it. This is letting you know that Bitcoin is sitting at an RSI of 53.02, while XRP is 10 below that. They're sitting at 43. They're below, XRP is below the 50 on the daily chart. And we can see with Bitcoin showing more strength, is sitting above the 50 on the daily chart. So, XRP compared to Bitcoin is relatively weak. It's not showing no dominance above Bitcoin. That's bearish. And you can see that pretty much when Bitcoin pulls back, you can look for XRP to kind of pull back a little harder because they are already below the 50. So the more Bitcoin pulls back, the more XRP is going to pull back, and the other alts. So if you look at something like, let's say for instance, SUI. Let's look at SUI for a minute. It's got a little bit stronger RSI right now than XRP does. It's sitting a little bit above XRP at 47. It's kind of in between Bitcoin and XRP right now. So XRP needs, and you got to look at the volume up there, spot volume. Volume's low right now on XRP, kind of sitting at 43 point. Let's see what we got here. Let's take this RS off. We're sitting at 42.39 million. And as you can see over here, that what we need to be at is about 3 times that much for the price to move XRP, for the volume to move XRP up in price. And that's just the name of the game. You got to have, when you see an asset moving on low volume, that's bearish. That's manipulation to me. You need volume to move the price up of asset. But you got this. It came down. It made this high over here. It made this high right here, and each time it's going weaker and weaker and weaker. So you can look for XRP to, if it loses, it falls down below $1.23. It's going to come down somewhere back into the range of this previous area of support right here. Let me put this back on. Let's see. I'm trying to find out where it's at right now. We're going to look at some. No, I don't want that. I'll tell you per value gap. So let's go to a lower time frame. It's pretty strong area of support right there. Right now, it's coming down through this. I would say this was an area of support, and now it's starting to lose that support. You got more buyers, sellers than you do buyers coming in now. And so if we lose this area, we're going to probably come back down to $1.29. And if we fall below $1.28, then we going much lower. And you just got several areas right there. See right here. It came back down in this area support at $1.32, pushed way back up, and now we're down in there, and it's pushing up a little bit. But this is on the 1 hour time frame. But the main area of support that we need to hold is right here, $1.30.3. $1.30. We need to hold that up to $1.30. Yeah, well, $1.30. We lose this area of support right here, $1.32.2. We're coming down to $1.31.1. and then we'll test this next area of support right here at $1.30. We lose that, we're coming all the way down to $1.28. And that's just where we at. That's just where we at. We hit it back down, and I see XRP going all the way back down to around 65 to 85 cents per token. But on the good note, that what you've been waiting for, the 120. So once we'll go back to we're on the daily chart. Once we find the bear market low and we start rattling back up, you want to know where we're going to be at when we get back to the top of the next bull run cycle around the end of the year 2028. Right here is the 120 mark right here. The 120 mark I got here is at $6.93. And how I come up with the 120 from $6.93 is right here. The 120 is in Mexican pesos, and that equals 120 Mexican pesos equal $6.93. So if we go back down to around 65 to 85 cents, that's going to be somewhere between an 8x and a 10x return, getting you back up to 120 pesos. So that would be a good return, and that's what I wanted to bring to your attention. Not necessarily $120, but I gave you the 120 on pesos, so we could get back to 120, but it would be in pesos, and that's a good return on XRP once it goes back to the bottom, 8 or 10x. You can spend 1,000 and get 8 to 10,000 back once it reaches 120 pesos in price. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. Wanting to say, if you enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel. We love to bring you these opportunities, these updates on XRP. But like I say, subscribe to the channel if you want more content. God bless you, and we'll see you on the next one.